So, now that we're done with the control panel over there, this is where you guys have your TV and your fireplace. I was going to put it up before, but this is where your televator button is, so it just lowers and raises the TV. I would not leave this up while you guys are traveling. If it is to move, I'd make sure it's down first, just so it doesn't take on any damage in transport. Okay, so we'll just put that down, put it up. Alright, you guys have your fireplace here. There is a remote for that, and I think it is sitting in one of these drawers. Here it is. So you have your TV remotes in there as well as your fireplace. So you guys have multiple options. You got the different colors. You have the temperature that you can adjust from here, up or down. You have a timer, and then you also have, again, more colors. And then you guys can set up to, I believe it's between 8 and 9 hours. Okay, just 6 hours. So up to 6 hours this fireplace can run, so in the middle of the night you can set on low heat or somewhere camping a little cold. You guys have your stove and your oven here, so you got your microwave and your oven there that way. Now let's see. I would not travel with this in the microwave. Alright, I usually take it out and put it in the owner's manual, or I'll stick it in between one of the couch cushions, or just wrap it in a towel, bubble wrap. Some people even put a pillow in there, just because if you hit a pothole at the wrong speed, it will shatter this plate. So just be careful with that. Alright, it is convection, which is really nice. It says it on here somewhere. Alright, and then right here you guys have your oven and your stove. The propane should be open. Test all of these out. That's usually the oven. Alright, I'll just turn it on. Alright, so got that right there. Alrighty, you got an oven light, and then the fan for the microwave is sitting right here. Now you guys got your refrigerator, nice big fridge, nice and cold. It's been running for a while. You guys got your freezer in here. I would make sure when you guys are going down the road, I do not believe it has an ice switch on the outside. I'd just try and make sure it doesn't make ice while you're driving, just because once it melts, it ends up becoming a puddle of water. You guys have some switches down here, so you got some outlets. You got on and off for the max air fan in the ceiling there, same as the one in the bedroom and the bathroom. Alright, so there you go. And you got some lights, more storage, an upper bunk, got the pantry. It's really nice, got a lot of space in there. Underneath the island here, you guys should have a nice, let's see, where is it at? Maybe this is the wrong unit. Okay, I thought there was a trash can under there. Alright, so you got tons of storage there. Got the sink. Both of these chairs, I'd make sure they are in the center of the island like this before you are to travel. Only because once the slide comes in, they'll come right up to the island, and you don't want it to crush that furniture. So if you guys do have anything else in here you're going to add, whether it be a chair or two, just make sure that it's not in the way of the slides. Oh, you got some lights up there. Again, all your lights are controlled from there. Let's see what else we're doing this way. We're going to the garage. Most of these windows in here are emergency exit windows. So again, kind of like the bedroom, you just pull the screen out, lift the tab up, and then this is how you get out in case of an emergency. And then up here, if you guys want to have toys in here, such as a gas golf cart, electric golf cart, this is just to let air vent in and out while you're driving, so you don't have the smell of gasoline or any fumes build up in here to where it's a safety hazard. Up there, you guys have the option to do a Furrion camera, so you guys can hook in and see your toys while you're traveling. Make sure they're not rocking back and forth. Most of the controls for the room are in here, so you have the patio light. There's a scare light, which is on the outside towards where the fuel fill-up is. That's kind of just like a security light, stays on at night. You have a porch light there, up and down on the bed, which I'll show in a second. You have ceiling light, auxiliary light, which should be outside, and then you have retract and extend on your awnings in the garage only, so the back side and the back patio. Alright, right there you got an outlet. I'm trying to think of what else. TV up above. And your third AC unit. Those filters are replaceable, so if you are reusable, if you want to take them out, vacuum them out, then wash them and put them back in, you can totally do that as long as they're not ripped and shredded, and obviously you get new ones. Alright, you guys have the rear bathroom for the garage. Alright. And then the most important would be how the bed works. So if you look at this diagram here, there will be 4 little levers down on each corner, and they have to be sitting a certain way in order for the bed to raise or stay locked up. So right here, in order to lower the bunk down, you'd have to sit there and flip the lever this way to where it's flat position on all 4 corners. The chairs raise up, push on the bed, and the bed will go up all the way up until it touches the top, and then it'll lock itself in and come. And then you bring the chairs back down, which I'll show you how to do. And then to lock up bunk, you'll leave this right here, flip it down, and it'll actually lock the bunk up above. The ladders for the bunks are underneath here, so I would make sure that they're not in the way if you guys want to leave them up here. Make sure they don't hit the ceiling. And let's test it out. So we'll flip this down like this. Now you come over to your bed switch, and when you hit bed up, it's going to raise the chairs up as you see here, and it's going to push the bunk up until it locks up into place up in the ceiling. And then from there, you'll be able to raise the couch back down, flip those levers until they're flat, raise it back up, and it'll hook onto the bed and bring the bed down. So we'll do that in a second. And the bed will, when you do bring the bed down, it will stop on its own at the proper height, so you don't have to worry about it going down too far or not sitting in the right spot, because the bed can only go so far down on the track. Alright, so you hear it lock in, and now you can bring the couch back down and the bunk stays up. So again, if you want to bring the bed down, you just got to flip those levers and it'll do the opposite. Alright. The couches, when it's laying flat as a bed as you see here, I would just make sure all the legs underneath are sitting downward, so you're not laying on it with no support, or else it might be a little too much stress on the bed. Just got to bring all these legs down here. Now, when you guys are just using them as chairs, I would keep these 2 up and just use the one back here to hold the couch up. Alright? As long as you have the right legs where they need to be. Make sure you set that up real quick. You have all your hooks inside the floor to tie down your golf cart, your side-by-sides, whatever toys you decide to put in here. You'll notice in every room there's a fire extinguisher by the door. You have another one of those vents down there to let the air vent in case you have gasoline or fumes in here. You have one on each side. You have some push lights up there as well, and the back patio. So before you put it down, you just come up over here. Flip it up and turn it back to the couch. There we go. Right here, if you were to have a dog bowl, or if you have dogs, dog bowl, you can put that in there. Nice little feature. Alright, I believe there is. Okay. Alright, we do have some speakers up there as well, so you guys can control that from your radio in the other room. And the AC vents apply the same way as the other ones. Just make sure that once you're done dumping the air that you evenly distribute it and all come out of the little vents. Alright, we'll go off to the next room. So, back here, I believe the radio is not there. It is right there. Alright, so you'll see the little radio inside the cabinet right across from the fridge. The only thing I would like to show on here is that you have different zones. So zones meaning outside, inside, and garage. So let's go from here. Go through the different sources. You have USB, Bluetooth, TV, AM, FM, and then you can actually hear it outside, which I believe I hear right now. All right, let's see. So you just press the knob here, and now you have Zone A, which is in here. Zone B should be, I think, up front or outside, and then the master volume does both speakers indoor and out. Hold that down. All right. I think what else? The couches have heat, massage, and just cup lining underneath, as you can see. And I do believe that. All right. I think it's off to the outside.